Welcome to the Spiritist Companion Podcast. My name is Yuri Castro, and I'll be your companion on this journey where we study, reflect, and put Spiritist teachings into practice. If you enjoy what you hear, don't forget to subscribe, to follow, and to share this podcast with someone else as well, so we may spread the seeds of light together. And today we're going to be reflecting on a theme that I believe touches our conscience deeply: our work, our mission. Many of us have asked ourselves at some point in our lives, what is my mission? Why am I here? Does my work really have spiritual value? And that's what I want to talk about today, all in the light of the gospel and Spiritism. And I know we already talked a little bit about work in our episode 19, but today let's dive a little bit deeper. In the Spirits book by Allan Kardec, he's going to ask the spirits a simple yet powerful question when he asks whether work is a law of nature. And they're going to say work is a law of nature. Therefore, it is a necessity, and civilization compels man to work more because it increases both needs and pleasures. In other words, it's a law of nature. It's something that's natural, something that we must go through. To work is to live. And the spirits are going to say as well that every sort of useful occupation is work, which I think is a great distinction. So it's not only the material work or the work that we do, that we get something in return, a financial benefit perhaps, but every useful effort, physical, intellectual, moral, anything that contributes to individual and collective progress is considered work. Work is the instrument through which the spirit evolves, and mission is the spiritual meaning of that work, so we can already start to differentiate a little bit here. Work develops intelligence and ennobles human dignity. This is in the Gospel according to Spiritism. And in terms of mission, many imagine that having a mission means something grand, to heal thousands of people, to preach, to found many companies and organizations, to save the lives of millions. But in truth, my dear friends, every mission begins with the small things. In question 573 of the Spirits book, Kardec is going to ask, what is the mission of incarnated spirits? And the spirits are going to reply to the codifier: to instruct mankind, to help them progress, to improve institutions through direct and material action. The mission is proportional to the strength of each, but whoever fulfills it faithfully, however humble it may seem, cooperates in the work of God. As we can observe, this answer is a loaded answer for a small question. So they're saying instructing mankind, helping them progress. Therefore, we can already see how the mission has to do with progress, the law of progress. They also say improving institutions through direct and material means or actions. Meaning we're still in a planet where there's a strong influence of matter, and we must improve those institutions through these direct and material means as well. And the third piece of this answer, I believe, refers to this idea that the mission is proportional to the strength of each one of us. Yes, there is no divine injustice. God is all loving, perfect, kind, and merciful, so we won't have a mission that we can't fulfill because we lack strength. That also means that a spirit's mission can be found anywhere. In the mother who educates her child with love and patience, in the teacher who awakens values in his students, in the worker who acts with honesty, in the young person who resists discouragement and chooses to do good. Every sincere gesture of love is fulfillment of a mission. We can also think that work is what we do with our quote-unquote hands, and mission is what we do with our quote-unquote hearts. For example, one person may work in a hospital and see it merely as a job, merely as something to get paid for, and that's it. Another person in the same place, in the same function, preserves the suffering, offers tenderness, prays for the sick, and sees each patient as a service to God. They both may hold the same position, but they're acting differently regarding their mission. They perform the same work, but one is living their mission. Emmanuel, the Spirit author who wrote through the hands of Chico Xavier, he's going to tell us that every task, however humble, can become a field of sanctification if performed with love. Therefore, it is not the type of work that defines spiritual greatness. It is the spirit with which we perform it. But of course, all of us face moments of weariness, of discouragement, or doubt about our own path. In those moments, my dear friends, we must remember that there is no mission without understanding who we are, our limits, our strengths. André Luiz, who is another Spirit author who wrote through the hands of Chico Xavier, he says, fulfill the duty that is yours even if no one understands you. The seed fulfills its mission even when buried in dark soil. So the seed that's there, even though it's buried deep in the dark soil, no one to look at it, will fulfill its mission. How often our service seems invisible, but what matters is to sow, because we know it's not invisible truly, because the fruit will come in its time. Often our mission can transform as well, because as Emmanuel says, mission is a light that adapts to the circumstances of the path. Duty is its living form. So that means our mission evolves as we grow as well. As we become better spirits, we will have different missions. Perhaps today our mission is to take care of our parents, tomorrow's to teach, later to serve in a new project, whatever that may be. It's very unique to each individual. But the important thing here is to never interrupt the flow of love that moves us, that directs us in our mission. Question 577 of the Spirit's book, we're also going to learn that not everything a man does results from a predestined mission. Often, he is simply the instrument through which a spirit acts to accomplish something it deems useful. So not everything is a part of this grand scheme or anything that we are predestined to do. A lot of the times, depending on our actions, we're going to be receiving new missions. We're going to be adapting the missions that we have, and that is beautiful. And we cannot talk about mission, I believe, without talking about the greatest missionary of all, our dear Master Jesus, who is the greatest example of a mission fulfilled with humility. At no time did he seek recognition, applause, power. No, he worked in the anonymity of Galilee, healing, consoling, serving. We also learn in the Gospel according to Spiritism when Kardec is going to say that the true missionary is recognized by the fruits of his works. Therefore, we don't need to declare necessarily that we have a mission, we just need to live it, because the fruits of goodness will speak for us. After all, to each his mission, to each his work. And if we think we don't have a clear idea of our mission, or what it entails, don't worry, because life itself is already a vast field of service. Pray, work, help, the mission, or this notion of purpose that's going to rise from our hearts is going to reveal itself little by little as we remain faithful in small things. And then we can also open ourselves to new missions, to new goals. And now some practical applications of this knowledge. I brought here 3 things for us to think about regarding work and mission. Number 1, turn work into prayer. Before beginning any task, say silently, "Lord, may this work serve the good of all." This changes the vibration of your action. Number 2, serve without expecting a reward. Each time you help someone, avoid thinking about recognition. The good done in silence is the one that shines the brightest. Number 3, revisit your purpose. Ask yourself, does my work contribute to the common good? If yes, persist. If not, seek where you can serve better. Could be in the same place that you already work, or it could be by finding something else that you can do in addition as well to serve the greater good. My dear friends, our work is the field where our soul blossoms. Each task is a step toward perfection. As Kardec said, duty is the sum of a man's moral obligations. It is the law of life. And when we transform duty into joyful service, it becomes a mission. So may we wake up each day, my dear friends, with this silent prayer. Lord, here I am. Help me serve with love wherever I may be. Because there is no small mission when it is done with a heart turned toward goodness. Thank you so much for staying with me today in this episode of the Spiritist Companion podcast. We meet every Monday for these regular episodes, and I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope this was helpful, even if just a little bit. And I do ask that Jesus bless and inspire us to discover the spiritual value of our work, wherever it may be. May our hands, words, and thoughts be instruments of divine light. With fraternal love, your Spiritist Companion.